Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Fully Charged Gardener. Thank you very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. So full disclosure, before we go any further into today's video, this lovely little Hansa C5 Chipper is a demonstrator unit that is on loan to me from the lovely team at Henton and Chattel. I'd just like to do a shout out to Jono. Thank you very much for bringing the machine out here. I'd also like to say a very big thank you to the team at Hansa Chippers, especially Steve at Hansa Chippers Europe, who has been involved in the logistics of getting this out here. So, without any further ado, let's go and do some chipping. always important to remove the spark plug whenever you're working on the machine. Just make sure it don't cut your fingers off. So for maintenance of the blades and to deal with any blockages, you have to undo these two bolts here. And one little bit of feedback to Hansa is make these bolts captive, because there's a pain in the arse and the deal with the nuts on the other side. Now that we've undone the bolts and the annoying nuts that should be captive, you now just give it a wiggle. Just like that, you have access to the blade and the flywheel. Always remember, wear gloves when you're going near the sharp bit. Now, as important as it is to remember to take the spark plug off when you're doing any maintenance, it's always important to remember to put it back on, so you don't spend 5-10 minutes ragging on the machine wondering why it won't start. Not that I've ever done that before, of course. So I hope you enjoyed that footage of this little C5 doing its thing. With this machine, it definitely goes to show, don't ever judge a book by its cover, because this might be a compact unit, but this thing eats. I tried to put as much different variety of material through there as I could. You know, we did some tilia. Again, I was grabbing that in big bunches and ramming it through. Fairly narrow chute on this machine, so, you know, like with the beech that I put through there, because it's quite scraggly and branches all over the place, you do sometimes have to persuade it through. But as you saw with the laurel, absolutely eats that. The taxus, no problem at all. And those bits of acer that I put through there for good fun, you could see it was just pulling it through lovely. Again, with these machines, although they are self-feed, you do have to regulate the feed. So you know how you hear the bigger chippers, you know, they'll take a bite, ease off, take a bite. That's your job as the operator on this. So you feed it through and it just absolutely sings. Okay, brace yourselves. It's the moment you've all been waiting for, the fully charged Gardner rating. Now we'll just do a very quick recap. A fully charged rating means it's a fantastic piece of kit. Go out and grab one. If it's a half charged battery, shortlist it, consider it. And a dead battery means leave it on the shelf and walk away. Now, I'm going to base my review and rating on how this machine sits within its lineup, price point, capacity and things like that. There will always be bigger and better machines out there. That's just the way the world goes. But if you've got a small garden, or you're a part of an allotment association or something like that, where you're wanting a slightly smaller machine because you don't need the capacity and you want a more lightweight unit, nice and easy to move around, this here, Hansa C5, gets a full battery rating from me, fully charged, absolutely superb piece of kit. For a compact unit, it's got loads of power, it's got plenty of capacity, fantastic build quality, and it's also got the Hansa warranty. So definitely fully charged. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Cheers. By the way, do you like the hat?